Hello there and welcome to the Bicycle Diaries. As you can see, the weather is not brilliant at the moment, and if you were watching last week's vlog you'll know that I'm also taking a week off the bike due to a saddle sore, but who knows, I may still get on the bike towards the end of the week if the weather plays ball. But taking a week off the bike isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it does give me an opportunity to take care of a few things. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to viewer Paolo Reed for commenting and letting me know about some cheap long valve inner tubes from Decathlon. If you were watching the vlog last week, you'll know that I was having some issues just puncturing literally every time I rode out on the Cannondale. And the thing that was making that particularly challenging was that I was using the deep set rim wheels from Spin on these, and I needed some very special 80mm long valve inner tubes. I bought a set that were rather expensive, so £25, but the inner tubes that Paolo has let me know about are only £2.99. So I'm going to go down to Decathlon later today, see if I can find them, and then I'll buy a few. Now the first thing I'll have to do is just check that the inner tubes that I've got on the Cannondale are in fact 80mm and not longer. There you go, got that off without even using the tyre levers. So there we go, looks like the valve is actually 80mm, so yep, I think a trip down to Decathlon today. Well, okay, this inner tube seems to be holding quite well, so I will go down to Decathlon and I will buy some new tubes, but for the moment, yeah, rightly or wrongly, I'm going to put this old tube back in the wheel, sorry. But I have got some new tyres. I've got some Hutchinson all-season tyres. Hopefully these are going to be a lot better than the Vittoria Corsas. So I'm going to put this on the rear tyre for the moment, and then I'll take the tyre off the front wheel, the Vittoria tyre off the front wheel. I don't think there's anything actually wrong with that one, and then I'll replace it with these Hutchinsons as well. So yeah, hopefully that's going to work a treat. That was super easy, getting the Hutchinson tyre onto the Spin on these rims. I didn't have to use any tyre levers or anything like that. They just kind of went on using my hands, which is good, so hopefully no pinch punctures. I'll inflate it and see how that goes, and then all I'll have to do is replace the Vittoria Corsa tyre on the front wheel with the other Hutchinson, and then I should be good to go. Now, many of the commenters on last week's vlog were recommending that I go tubeless, and these Hutchinson tyres are tubeless ready, but I don't think I'm tubeless ready. My big worry is, you know, what do you do once you puncture on a tubeless? I know that they're more likely not to puncture, and the sealant is going to plug up any holes that, or little tears or nicks or anything in the inner tube that might come up. But this time last year I was trying out some tubeless and I did puncture, and yeah, I just had no idea what to do. So for the moment I'm going to stay with tubes. It's something that I know, it's something that I feel comfortable with, and once I feel ready to go tubeless, then perhaps I might. Needless to say, I ran out of time yesterday, so I didn't go down to Decathlon. I went down there about an hour ago and bought a few things. And I have to say that I feel that I'm a little bit late coming to the decathlon party, because I've only recently discovered this giant French sports retailer, and I have to say that every time I go down there I'm really impressed with how much stuff they have and how cheap it all is. And now I will add that I'm not sponsored by Decathlon. All of the products that I bought I paid for with my own money, and at the risk of sounding like one of these teenage girls, here's what I bought. Well, the first thing, obviously, I bought some 80mm inner tubes, so I bought 2 of those. They were only like £3. And then I treated myself to a pair of fluorescent cycling socks, and they'll go very nice with my fluorescent cycling shoes that I bought a little while ago. And then I treated myself to a pair of these clear glasses. Now, back earlier in the year when I was going out in the early evenings, it was getting dark, and I did need something over my eyes to kind of protect them from flying insects and whatnot, but the only things that I had were dark sunglasses. And then obviously, as it was getting darker, it was getting more and more difficult to see, and I was wishing that I had a pair of clear sunglasses, and I saw those today and I bought them. I think they were only about £10. And finally, I bought myself a set of these long sleeve gloves. They say they're water repellent. I've got a couple of pairs of these, and I was wearing them over the winter, and they're just absolutely fantastic. They really are water repellent. They're nice and comfortable. They're not so thick and bulky that you can't operate things like cycling computers or mobile phones. They're nice and warm, and in short, they're the absolute best long-fingered cycling gloves I've ever had. And although it's nice and warm outside at the moment, I thought, well, while I'm down there, I might as well just buy another pair. So, okay, I said I was going to take a week off the bike, and I have done that more or less, and that was mainly due to my saddle sore. But even though it looks like it's going to rain any second, I have bought some new cycling kit, so I just can't wait to try it out. So I'm just doing a very quick, easy little 25km loop on the Southwark course. One of the other reasons I wanted to come out was because my Hammerhead Karoo cycling computer has updated its firmware. Now it does this more or less once a week or so, but this particular upgrade has some pretty interesting kind of climbing graphics. Not sure how it works, I'm sure I'll find out. Yeah, should be interesting. Just about halfway around now, and I've stopped in the village of Southwark. Thankfully no punctures so far, and obviously that's down to the brand new Hutchinson tyres. I just thought I'd also take this opportunity to say what I'm actually carrying on the bike with me, just in case I do puncture. I've got the 80mm valve tube that I've just bought. I've got some tyre levers, a pump and a patch repair kit, so that should see me through for pretty much any eventuality. Well, that was Bunkers Hill, and unfortunately there was no sign of the updated graphics for the climbing page on the Karoo
maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Last 10k now. Unfortunately, I'm picking up a few spots of rain, and it just looks and feels as if the heavens are going to open. Hopefully I can get home before it does. Even though it's just gone 7 o'clock on a summer evening and it should be full daylight, it's become very dark very quickly. And yeah, this was a job for those clear glasses I bought, but I left them at home thinking I'd have plenty of light. So there we go, there's 30 kilometers in the bank of fitness. And yeah, I took it nice and easy, didn't have any punctures, and I managed to avoid the rain, even though, according to my other half, it was absolutely chucking it down here at the house. So I dodged a bullet there, but unfortunately the saddle sore is still there, so hopefully that will clear up at some point and it will be business as usual. Thanks for watching.